Hey guys, welcome back. I have been guided today. In fact, they were like, my guides were rushing me like, jump in the shower, let's go, come on, get this done. I was guided to do another tarot reading for you guys, but not in the way that I usually do it. In fact, this is going to be more of I think it might turn into a new series, Starseed Tarot. And I'm going to be looking into messages from different star nations. For this video in particular, I'm being called to tune into Sirian energies and Pleiadian energies and see what messages they have for all of us. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. And of course, you guys know the deal if you're new to my channel. If you need your own reading, all of that information to book a session with me is below. So this is more of like messages that just want to come through. And I'm going to be reading this in a different way. So I'm going to be using my Queen of the Moon Oracle deck first, and then I'll be using my Light Seers Tarot to clarify. So what are, just kind of tuning into Sirian energies. What messages do the Sirians wish to share with those who wish to listen at this time? What kind of messages do the Sirians wish to share with us today? What messages do the Sirians wish to share? Okay. Ooh. Okay, the first card we have is pleasure coming up. What other messages do we have? We have self-reflection. What other messages do we have here from the Sirian energies? We have trust. Okay, and then we have blossoming coming up. All right, let's take a look at this. So, there are a lot of activations happening right now. Activations that require a new level of trust within in order for you to take things to the next level. This is going to also require a lot of self-reflection. So right now we're being faced with an opportunity. Okay, so the message that I'm getting right now is there is a lot of distraction in our world right now, and part of the reason why that is happening through the systems that we live in to keep us entrenched in old patterns and not breaking free in the way that our soul intended to when coming here, is to take our focus away from self and not see the reflection of the macrocosm and how that is within us on the microcosm. And so right now there's so much lack of trust right now being stirred up within us collectively. Like, what can we trust? There's so little trust right now in the systems, in the government, in the healthcare, like in religion. Like there's so much coming up. And what's being asked of us right now is that we need to really, with this pleasure card, I'm picking up a lot of activation, transformation energy. There's something here that needs to be released to allow more joy in during these times that are of hardship. And it requires us to go within and trust within our own selves. It's very interesting. 32, 33, 17, 18. Side by side. Okay. Interesting. It's like the polarities. The the polarities are so close and yet so far at the exact same time, that the shift could happen, in order for the shift could happen for us in a faster manner than what is currently being presented if we were to, it's the union of the polarities. Everything just keeps getting pushed further and further away, and we need to not allow that to happen. Okay, let's clarify. I've already pre-shuffled the deck for the Sirian energy. So why is the pleasure card here? Tell us more about the pleasure card. Oh my gosh. Okay, we'll take that one. Oh gosh. The sun came out, the Three of Pentacles, but I'm going to put them back. I'm just going to take what stayed on the table here. So we have the Ace of Wands coming up in reverse, which is very interesting, that the Ace of Wands, the Wands is very pleasurable energy. It's very passionate, it's creative, which is very much the Ace of Wands. So again, there's something here that's trying to activate. There's major activations coming in, but there's a block around it, and they feel the block is this constant distraction of what's outside of us and pulling us away from the deeper work within that needs to build the trust level so that we can start to see trust in the systems outside of us. And that doesn't necessarily mean that the systems just magically become trusting, but like the right people come in and the wrong people get taken out. So tell me more about why the pleasure card is here. Tell me more what this pleasure card is about. We're going through a huge transformative process, which means we need to allow the transformation within to occur. And if we're not tuning into it and really putting a lot of effort into it and allowing our effort to be distracted into outside things, we continue to slow down this new beginning that I think is trying to come in. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we have like the 10 of Cups coming up. So this is like, something is trying to activate within us to get this whole kind of like, oh, when we think about like this, you know, new earth utopia, not saying that that's like on the brink of happening right now, but that's kind of like seeing this whole matrix system collapse in certain ways, implode in certain ways. Again, it's interesting because this 10 of Cups has two people sitting on this this rainbow kind of material that is kind of looks like a hammock in ways, but it's a ribbon that floats through the sky. And it's kind of like tells me, okay, and also if you look at this card, you see the couple looking at their children, which it does represent that happy home, happy life. There is a return to stronger family values coming in, activating, transforming the family values that have been kind of destroyed. But more so with this card, I'm picking up that there's really a need to go back and look at the stuff from childhood. Okay, to really go back and look at that stuff, because there's an activation that is coming in. Either it's trying to initiate, it's already initiating, but there's a slowing down process or some sort of block that liberates us collectively, on an individual level first, obviously, that starts with the beginning of time and the beginning of time of this lifetime. Tell me what this 10 of Cups is about. Tell me what this 10 of Cups is about. Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so we have been too distracted from not just connecting with our own heart, but our own intuitive abilities. There's a spark of life that's trying to initiate here that brings in this transformation that releases us also into a state of more pleasure and out of a state that is, the word that keeps coming into my head is dire. Okay, and remember this. This is a message that keeps coming in that I keep getting guided to do a video on, is please disengage with any information that pulls you into a fear mode, even if the information is positive. If the way it's being delivered or presented to you is in a fearful way, disengage. That frequency is not helping any of us. And it pulls you into a place where you're continuously anchoring in that consciousness into your timeline and into your own reality. And it's basically feeding the system we're trying to dismantle. Okay, so there's a need here to reopen the heart, to become more emotionally available to the stars, to your own connection to the cosmos. And that's why it's so important to really tune into that pleasurable aspect within yourself, as opposed to constantly paying attention to the doom and gloom outside of you that is meant to distract you and also program your mind to believe that that's all that is there. Whether you believe it or not, if you're constantly feeding your mind with it and your eyes with it and listening to it, it gets programmed into your subconscious. So a word there that's kind of coming in through the Sirian energies. So I'm just kind of asking about the self-reflection. Okay, so we have the Nine of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Self-reflection on, okay, the first thing that came is, what are you not creating? And what are you not creating because you don't feel good enough? Tell me more about the self-reflection card. Yeah, okay. It's that Five of Cups. It's kind of like feeling very, like when I look at this card, it's not just about feeling sad and focusing. Part of it is about like focusing on the negative as opposed to what's still available to you. But there's this kind of loneliness energy, feeling alone, feeling like everything's kind of just sinking into a black hole is what I'm picking up. And this is so interesting, this card. I've actually never fully looked at it in this depth of detail. She's got one cup right behind her that's filled with light, different colors of light. I don't know if you can see it. It's right where my fingernail is, right behind her. And then if you look at her foot, it's tipping over a bowl, okay, one of its bowls, and it's kind of, she's just kind of dumping it into this black hole that leads into, gosh, who knows, like some sort of portal. Okay, it's like the energy that I'm picking up here is, what good is it anyway? What difference am I going to make anyway? Am I even going to make a difference? There's a lot of self-reflection, especially when we come to the trust card next, of what is being called upon us from the star, our star friends, is that it's important for us in our own healing to kind of really look at the aspects of us that aren't creating because we don't feel good enough, and also have this energy of, what's the point? What difference can I make? You know, like I'm not gonna really make that big of a difference. And just kind of dumping out all your energy also, like it's kind of like this, where are you dumping all your energy out as opposed to allowing your cups to stay full? That's also what I'm getting from this card. Let's kind of go into the trust card. Why is the trust card here? As part of the messages from Sirian energy. Why is the trust card here? Why is the trust card here? Tell us more about the trust card. Okay, Two of Swords in reverse. So not being able to trust ourselves within because we're so distrusting of things outside of us is keeping us is keeping us at a stalemate. But if we were to go in and actually really focus in on how we can build our own levels of trust within, where are the areas in our life that we've been least trusting, who have we been least trusting of, and really start to heal those areas, it takes us out of a pause, it takes us out of a stalemate, and it brings things into more action too. You're able to finally make a choice and a decision, which I'm feeling is being kind of tied into your own work of like what you can offer this world right now in whatever way or shape or format that is for you. Tell me more about this Two of Swords in reverse. Tell me more about the Two of Swords in reverse. Yeah, okay. We have the Tower in reverse and the Four of Pentacles. Ooh, people are really trying to avoid their truth, and they are holding on for dear life to what's not true outside of them. It's like, if I just keep focusing on what's not true outside of me, like somehow it's going to change, but really it doesn't. It's just an avoidance mechanism. And there's like a big tower moment that's trying to happen here. But in a good way, because what does the tower do when it crumbles? It's about clearing something out. It's about taking an obstacle off the path. Okay, if you're not willing to take it off, well, you know, the universe comes in and takes it off for you. And then you have to deal with a lot of the aftermath. So that's what's being asked of us right now, to not avoid the truth, to not hold on to the things you're not willing to let go of yet. There are things that need to be let go of, and part of that is some sort of subconscious patterning that has to do with not feeling like you can make a difference in this world, which stems from a lack of self-value and worth, and also not believing that you can be successful and create things on your own, because that is Nine of Pentacles energy when it's in reverse. And again, just like tipping your own energy out. Interesting. Okay, let's go over to the Blossoming card. Tell us more about the Blossoming card. Oh, I love it. Okay, so we have the Empress card upright and the Hermit with this Blossoming card. So there is something definitely, okay, with this particular Empress card, you can see in her belly that she's pregnant with the world. So this is in a way, like I feel like there is something trying to birth within the world on a collective level that's like a big growth phase, something new, something that's allowing some sort of harmony to come in. But again, it's so dependent on going within and going on that inward journey, needing to take time out for yourself. This may even with the Hermit mean disconnecting from like what's going on outside of you, like on a global level, like detaching, like taking that digital detox that I talked about. Let me clarify what this Hermit is about. Tell us more about the Hermit. Okay, Knight of Wands. So in order for us to be able to have that passionate, take charge, ready to go for it kind of energy, we need to go within first. And there's a birthing process that needs to happen. With the Empress too coming up, it's about, you know, the Empress is the exact opposite of all of this energy over here that we've been kind of talking about. And so going within, really connecting to your own abundant nature, how you are in flow and harmony with the universe, stems from how you can be in flow and in harmony with who you are, you know, on a very, very deep soul level, really connecting with that authentic version of yourself. And I see this blossoming. She's playing the violin, and she's got like the earth kind of growing up on her as her dress. And it's just like singing the songs, like the frequencies, like really tuning into the frequencies that allow you to be in flow with everything that's happening around you. Let me just see what's the Empress about. Tell me what this Empress is about. Wow. Okay, there's that Five of Pentacles in reverse coming up, you know, like again, oh, we don't have the Five of Pentacles, it's the Five of Cups, but it's that same thing. And then the High Priestess. So yeah, it's about releasing the lack consciousness, releasing that feeling of feeling like you're doing it all alone and nobody wants to let you into the party, and demystifying that. Demystify with the High Priestess in reverse. It's about like once you demystify where all of this lack consciousness comes from, you not feeling worthy, you not feeling good enough, you feeling like you don't deserve it. And also like this idea, like with the Five of Pentacles, when it's upright, you've got someone like looking for a handout, like, you know, looking for help. And it's like, it's a bit of a victim mentality of like feeling like you can't do it on your own. Like you're going to need help to do it. And the help is going to be found within when you connect within. So just know that you've got everything there. And when you demystify it, let's just kind of see what's on the bottom of the deck here. Oh yeah, beautiful. So we have Six of Pentacles as like kind of like the overall energy here for us on the bottom of the deck. So it's about restoring balance, bringing in harmony again. It's that beautiful, it's about proper giving and receiving. And so allowing yourself to be receiving of the energies, allowing yourself to be receiving of your own, like, there's some sort of transformation and activation that's happening. Will you be able to receive it? Will you be able to let that flow in? Or are you going to keep fighting it by continuously putting the focus outside of you? So that's kind of the messages there. They're kind of telling me to wrap it up here. So thank you for the Sirian energies that have come through and this little bit of channeling. We're going to now go on to, I've been told the Pleiadians as well have messages for us. So just shuffle for the messages. It's kind of coming through here. Okay, they're telling me not to use that deck again. Interesting. Not this one that I'm shuffling, that one. They want me to use my Starseed Oracle. I wanted to use it in the beginning, and then I just, right before I started recording, I was like, no, you're not using that one. And I knew I was doing Sirian first, so I think the Sirians wanted this one and the Pleiadians wanted that one. All right, so let me just shuffle this one. So I'm going to use my Starseed Oracle. Same format that we did on the last reading. But let's kind of take a look and see what Pleiadian messages are coming through for us this time. This is more of like an ascension reading, spiritual development, aligning with the energies for human awakening, the awakening of humanity. All right, let's see what messages. Oh, our first one. Oh, this is so awesome. Okay, the Pleiadians are letting us know that you're not for everyone. And I love this message. This is so poignant. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. So this is awesome. This is about stop trying to please everyone or stop trying to be what everyone else wants you to be. And also know that if people don't like you, it's okay. You're not for everyone. You've got to stay true to your very own north, your true north. Embrace your weirdness. You know, and of course, like, your weirdness is a matter of perspective. Some people like think your weirdness is a gift, and other people would be like, you know, people who don't understand it would think it would be weird. What other messages do we have here? Okay. Longing for home, homesick for the stars. Harith? I don't know. Oh man, it's just, I hate how, like, it's so bright, these cards. I gotta have to, that's the one. And then surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. You see that came out in the Sirian energy too, that kind of idea. So there's that card there. So let me just pull one more card before I go into this. What other messages? Earth School. Life lessons, soul growth, study, and higher learning. Yeah, we kind of get that. We're down here to learn. We're down here to test ourselves. We're down here to take a deep dive into a reality that many are very scared to endure and to dip their toe into, but it's because the rewards are so advantageous to your abilities and awareness and wisdom to take on with you to wherever you may go next, whether it may be staying here or on to somewhere else, depending on if you stay true to your own awakening. Life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Okay, so already, like with this particular card, I'm just getting the message that there is a need to really embrace the deeper lessons here of Earth School and to not take things so lightly in a sense of what you're here to learn. Let me just put this up here. Let's, and then when I look at the surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life, and longing. Okay, so these two cards kind of came out together, and I'm kind of seeing why. For many of you, you're feeling very lost and alone and wanting to reconnect with a frequency of home that you remember that doesn't seem to be available to you at this time. And it's important to remember that there are sweet experiences to be had here on Earth that are made available to you if you only just choose to open your eyes and allow them in and choose to engage with them. That there are pleasures here to be had on the earth plane in this body, and not to forget that that is part of the actual mission to assist you in moving along in your path. Your path is meant to have joy on it. And so remember that as you are homesick for the frequency that you long for, you can still find similar frequencies in a way, but through experience, whether it be with certain soul family that you are connecting with, or through the experience of something new that you have yet to experience, or the smaller pleasures that we seem to override and forget that some are only available here, and you will want to experience them when you leave. So, interesting. So let's kind of go into, let's clarify, like, why is the "you're not for everyone" card here? Tell us more about this message, please, for everyone who's connecting with the Pleiadian energy and wishes to receive these messages. Okay. We have the Page of Wands in reverse. What else? Why is this "you're not for everyone" card here? The Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, so you can't move on in the direction that you're soul path is drawing you towards. If you continuously dull your own light in order to fit in. The Page of Wands energy upright is very excited. It's very flamboyant in a sense of like flamboyant with life, flamboyant with passion, creativity. It also represents like being able to forge new awareness in taking action for something. So bringing in a level of awareness that allows you to take action from a very creative place. But when you're too busy pleasing, trying to please everyone, you forget to please your own inner child. And so with the Page of Wands coming up, I am picking up a little bit of inner child energy here, and to remember that it is very important to let your inner child not just be playful, but to remember like, what pleases him or her. And that at the very, your inner child will be your true north. Your inner child will be an instrumental guide, like a compass for you in moving forward. And so this is kind of blocking those of us who are feeling the need to dull things down, like not just say what you want to say or engage with life the way you want to engage, do things the way you want to do. And I'm definitely been going through that energy myself. I've been experiencing, you know, kind of people wanting to project their own ideas of the way things should be done and the way I should be doing them. And kind of like it's pulling up these old feelings of like, oh, maybe I should do it this way, or maybe I should, you know, like look into this, or, you know, when deep down I know that's just not who I am. It's their own projections and fears. And so trying to cater to everyone else is not allowing your own inner child to get the attention. And right now that needs to happen. Let's kind of clarify this Page of Wands in reverse. Hold on. Sorry, I literally just got messages for myself while I was shuffling. I was like, what? Oh, okay. Okay, so this Page of Wands is interesting. We have the King of Swords in reverse and the Strength card in reverse coming out together. So again, like, I'm kind of laughing a little bit right now just because I did a reading for one of you and this exact combination came out, and it's for the exact same reason. So this is so funny. Literally came out in this exact same combo. So yeah, it's weakening your ability to see clearly, to get clarity on what you want, and also to come from the most truthful place that's for you. And so dulling that light or trying to not please the inner child, by not pleasing the inner child, it's weakening your own, it's weakening your own energy field, but it's also weakening your own ability to tune into what your own truth is. The King of Swords is also like an energy that is able to cut things away, and you're not being able to have enough strength to perhaps cut things away that need to be released. Like maybe it's just time to let go of something, and to know that it's okay if someone doesn't like you, just let it go, you know? Let me just take a look at what the Six of Swords is about. What's this Six of Swords about in reverse? Why is the Six of Swords here in reverse? You're like, I'm like, come on, guys. Like, where's the card? Like, have patience. It's coming. Okay, Six of Swords in reverse. Why is the Six of Swords here? There we go. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Seven of Wands in reverse, Three of Pentacles in reverse. You can't work with everyone. You can't build a strong foundation with everyone. And doing that, there's a couple messages here with the Seven of Wands in reverse. Is part of it is that you need to surrender. You need to kind of let go and stop trying to make it happen. But also for some of you, the message, like there's another layer to this message. It's also like this, like, by doing this, it's weakening. It's just kind of, it's confirming the messages that keep coming in. It's weakening your own field. Okay, it's weakening your own ability to do what you need to do, to continue on the path or get you on your path. You know what? No, it's not about getting you on your own path. You are on the path. Everyone is on the path they're supposed to be, but it's interfering. It's kind of like pulling you into the bushes, you know? It's like, it's kind of like you're rolling around kind of wrestling with this stuff that doesn't need to be wrestled. Like it's not worth your time. It's not worth your time. Okay. So that's kind of what's coming up there. So let's kind of look into this longing for home, homesick for the stars. Okay, we do want you to know that we hear you and your calls are being answered. So tune into your messages. We have the Ace of Pentacles upright. Okay, what else do we have here? So yeah, there's a need to kind of tune in. And I feel like, I'm kind of feeling like the Pleiadians and Sirians are tag teaming right now. Like, I'm seeing, it's like they're sharing the podium of speaking and knowing that they both came in with messages that they knew would be coherent at this time, and to integrate them as you see fit. But it's almost like they're taking turns, but at the same time, their messages are tied into one another. So longing for home, homesick for the stars, Ace of Pentacles. Let me just pull another card here. Why is the homesick for the stars card here? Okay. So we have the Two of Wands in reverse. So when the Two of Wands is upright, it's about looking into the future. Which way do you want to go? And for some of you, you're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore. For some of you. But there is a new beginning. There is a new beginning here that is available, that is trying to take root, that is trying to root itself into the ground, that allows a level of, okay, tuning back into the Empress energy of the last reading of that kind of abundant nature. It's got some sort of prosperity around it. Like you're being offered something here. Will you take it? Okay. Remember that this was a gift to come here, and this gift is able to take root if you allow it. Know that the homesick for the stars is very natural and very common. We tune into this, hear this, and see this all the time, and we understand it, and we send compassion with love. But to remember that part of your star family is walking the earth with you, and to remember that you can connect with them as you start to align your own energies. Going back into the last reading, this is why this came through, and getting rid of the I can't do it, I'm not good enough, I don't have what I can take. So remember that this is kind of like, okay, I see now why they told me that I needed to do the Sirian energy first before I did the Pleiadian, and now I'm starting to understand why. Again, I'm seeing both teams, for lack of a better word, both star nations energy kind of coming up to the podium, and they're taking their turns, but at the same time, even in the readings, they're still kind of intermingling. Use your gift wisely. You have more than you know, and you're capable of more than you know. Will you awaken to it? Will you stop looking into the distance and connect with yourself through the earth, and allow the roots to take not shape, but take form, like to really anchor in, go deeper, allow the roots to go deeper. So there's some grounding energy that needs to happen here, to not be so stuck within the stars that you're not still grounded here on earth, to remember the gifts. Let's see, can you get some more clarity here on the Ace of Pentacles? Tell me more about this Ace of Pentacles. Six of Wands, victory, being acknowledged, being seen, and coming back home. I love this. I am getting chills through my entire body right now. So the Six of Wands card coming up is about returning home victorious. They want you to know that your mission must be complete, and to not steer off that mission in order for you to not have to go back into life review and come back and start over. Because in order for you to return home, in a sense, even though you always are connected to home, and they want you to know that you always are still connected to home, that is something that has never left you or taken away from you, that is always available. It just doesn't seem so all the time when you're here feeling a little bit alone and detached on this planet. But victory will come, you being seen, and you will be able to return home if you really allow this gift to take root of being here on this planet, being here in Earth School. Okay, allow the lessons to come through. Okay, let's go over to the surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Tell me more about this card, of why it's here. Tell me more about why this message is coming through. What else do you need us to know about this? Okay, yeah, Nine of Wands. You do not need to be the exhausted warrior all the time. It's important to tune into the energies that are supportive and nurturing to you, and that allow you to enjoy your time here. Your life down here was not meant to be lived in constant pain or constant lessons, okay? Like feeling like you've got to keep learning more and more. Like part of the experience down here is the joy aspect, is the pleasure. Can you find a way to make love to this life down here in a way that is unique to the experience of Earth, that allows you to use the frequencies you come in with, the gifts that you've come in with, the body that you've chosen at this time, and use it to really connect with what is available here, so that you can have a joyous experience and not feel like you need to be the wounded warrior all the time. Tell us more. Tell us more. Six of Pentacles again. That was the overall energy of the Sirian one. Balance is needed. Balance is needed. This is very straightforward to me. And also the Six of Pentacles again is that it's the receptive principle. Are you willing to engage with the receptive principle of nature, of life, of the universe, to not shut that out? That in order for you to be in flow with life, you need to be open to the receptive principle, to allow things to take root, and for you to be the fertile, interesting. Okay, the fertile transformer for this planet. Tell us more about Earth School. Why is Earth School here? Tell us what messages also need to be heard with Earth School. We have the Emperor upright and the Three of Swords in reverse. Take control of your healing. Become the master of your own journey. The Emperor is someone who has walked a very long journey, endured many things, gone through many battles, received a lot of wisdom though. Through that, he's gained a lot of wisdom, and he knows exactly how to build his empire. You are going, excuse me, why am I losing my voice all of a sudden? Okay. With the Three of Swords in reverse, it's about needing to release the pain and suffering within the heart. Okay. And to really, to know that that is one of the main reasons why you're here on earth, is to heal. Your healing journey is what's going to bring you into sovereignty. Your healing journey is what's going to liberate you from this planet. It's going to liberate you from the matrix and the systems of control. Okay? So in a way, this Emperor has a double meaning message. It's about your healing is what releases you from, like, the Emperor could also be like this controlling system that we find ourselves in, is what we've all come here for. We engage with it so that we can come and find our, like, the buried treasures within ourselves, the abilities that we didn't even know we were capable of. It's like plant new seeds that couldn't be planted in other places because this is why they brought fertility in the other one. The possibilities for you here in Earth School are so fertile. There is so much opportunity here for you as a being learning through this whole experience that it is important to really apply yourself to be the emperor, okay, to be the emperor of your own journey, your own experience, your own teachings, your own lessons, to really graduate with honors. It's really important that you put in the effort to do that, to take that deep dive that I felt like came up with that card. Tell us more about the Emperor. Okay, yeah, the Two of Pentacles. So don't go back and forth. Don't kind of be wishy-washy. Really go into it. Like, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of don't be afraid of your own destiny, but don't be afraid of creating your destiny. Don't be afraid of taking control of your destiny in a sense of through your own healing, because that's very much available to you is what I'm hearing. Like, it's so available to you. And this is something that people don't realize. And we wish that this would be communicated more, is to the fact of, like, your healing. It's just, there's so much available to you through your healing. Tell us more about the Three of Swords in reverse. Tell us more about the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay. Queen of Swords and the Lovers have come up to clarify that Three of Swords. The truth is what will bring in union for you. Union of your own mission, union of your own understanding. So you're going to get so much clarity here, okay? Clarity and understanding of why you're here. Everything will start to come together and make sense as you go through your healing. The healing is what brings everything together for you. It's what brings in the clarity, and being true to yourself brings in the union. So it's kind of like they work together harmoniously. And that's why the Three of Swords is, that's, again, it's why the healing is so important. Also, another message it's coming in because of the Queen of Swords and the Lovers card coming up. The Lovers also represents needing to make a very important decision, okay? And through your healing, you're going to finally be able to make bigger decisions for yourself through getting the clarity that you need on what your path is for you, what needs, where you're feeling pulled to, like where you're feeling guided to, like, open up to this world and really kind of set yourself free and allow yourself to master things through the school of Earth, and how you're going to engage the humanity and the collective from that place of strength and power and clarity. And of course, the overall energy here, we have the Two of Swords coming up. Oh, and the Three of Cups underneath it. So overall energy is for those of you who feel like you're stuck, because there's definitely a stuck energy that kind of started out here. It's kind of like how to set yourself free. That's what this is all about, is to get you out of that stagnation, that stuckness of stop trying to please everyone, you know, and know that you do have something here to do. So it's like, do I want to go back to the stars, or do I stay here on earth? Do I want to go back to the stars, or do I stay here on earth? It's like all this, like, just engage with the pleasure and really be a great student here on earth. Embrace the school, become your own sovereign emperor, okay, of your own destiny. You can take that all into control through your healing. Okay, so that's the message from the Pleiadians. Thank you very much. So guys, I hope you really enjoyed this Starseed Tarot message. Like, let me know in the comments if you're liking this, because maybe I'll make this like a regular part of my series. I may do it like once a month or something like that. But if you guys need any more information about me, just head on over to my website, NicoleFrolick.com. I have a newsletter there that you guys can sign up to. Of course, don't forget to check out my podcast. I am airing the episodes, all the new episodes here, but if you want to check out older episodes on YouTube, go to the Enlighten Up channel. I also have it in my playlist on my homepage. I've got certain things laid out into a playlist for you, so I do have that podcast there. You can get it from this actual channel. And yeah, if you guys are interested in joining my alchemy program, it's a monthly program that you know, I'm really excited. I've got a good group of people in there that I've been really enjoying working with all of you. We meet once a month, and I do guided meditations and group readings for everyone there. So if you're interested in that, all the information is in the description below. Guys, I love you so much. I hope you're wonderful, and I hope these messages were really helpful. I'll talk to you guys real soon.